Hi, my name is Tamika Chambers. I am the owner of Create a Generational Love Cycle podcast, where we look to dismantle those thoughts that created this generational cycle of pain. And the pain comes in different forms: mental, depression, anxiety, vengeance, resentment, shame, as well as physical, childhood sexual abuse, neglect, child neglect, elder abuse, all of those forms of violence that they go into that generational cycle of pain. And when I was a child and I experienced some of that pain, my thought to myself, or the thought from above, said, life didn't have to be that way. That I don't have to be a victim of pain, and I don't have to carry out this pain to the next generation. And so over the years as a nurse, I've been in I'm a trained nurse. I have a BSN and an MSN in nursing, and I've seen where people continue to carry this generational cycle of pain and how it comes out in physical conditions, diseases, heart disease, kidney disease, that as I continue to practice as a nurse and wanted to focus on the holistic aspect of the human body, the human experience, I found out that there is more to than our physical ailments and diseases, as Louise Hay written about and have talked about in years ago, up until her transitioning from this world. And many other great leaders, James Allen, Wayne Dyer, just many of those that saw the nature of us being here in a physical body and spirit. So we're spirits in a physical body. And so the question I have for you today is, are you doing what you're told? Because I believe that we're all here for a divine purpose. We all have reasons, we all have gifts, we all have talents, and that God cannot be limited to a religion or to a book. That consciousness lives within us. We are physical representations of the truth, and we have access to the truth. And one of the things that really gets to me is when people try to rob you of that. Someone else that is dear to me told me that he was told to do what you're told, to literally rob you of your thoughts of when you believe that something is right, something is wrong, or you have morals or principles that you live by, that the words, do what you're told, should literally squash all that. And it shouldn't, because it is disrespectful to the not only human being, but also to the spiritual being that has access to the truth. And even that, for me, I want to assume the best in people, right? Because it's not so much about people. What I've learned is that I want to assume the best because we're all of spirit. We're all of consciousness. We're all of created in love, that we have everything we need inside of us to do what we came to do, to be who we are. And so when someone says, silence, I want you to do what you're told. And it could be a job, it could be a husband, it could be a wife, it could be a friend, whoever it is. That to me is a total disrespect of your mind, of the powerful nature that resides inside of you. And so when I heard the words, I was working at the last employment job that I had, not contracted position, but it came out of her mouth, and she said to do what you're told. Now, and what happened prior to this is that I was being asked to fill out a questionnaire about my life, about where I lived, who I am, my family. And I thought that was an invasion of my privacy. And so I didn't want to do it. And there was basically an unsettlement of that, because I didn't want to conform to their way of knowing about me, so much about me, that it almost feels like that people try to control you, to figure out what your vices are, to figure out who you are so they can better have a handle on you. And spirits cannot be handled. Spirits are meant to be free. And so I believe in freedom. I believe in no guilt. And I believe in voicing my opinion or my thoughts, my beliefs about what is right. Because I've been there before where I've been silenced. And I choose not to, and I hope you choose not to silence your voice. Are you doing what you're told? Nevertheless, I no longer work for that company because I didn't want to just do what I'm told. That is not why we are here as spirits. We are here to live out our purpose, our message, our vehicle. Our body is the vehicle. Bodies are the vehicles for our messages. That we are divine spirits. We have divine messages, and we're not here just to be dominated by other people. To go into work and just sit there and people are not doing right, or it's in violation of how you feel and how you are. And there's so much of, well, I have to have this job. I have to have this person in my life because if I don't, I won't make it. And that is a lack of trust in higher power. That is a lack of faith in yourself. That we are here to speak our truths because we are, again, physical representations of truth. And whoever you are with should not want to, whether, again, it's a job, any relationship, because jobs are relationships. Employer, employee, they are relationships. So anything that tries to squash your thoughts, your beliefs, your morals, your principles, that's something you really have to look at and say, do I want to go through my life thinking what other people think, saying what other people say, just sitting still? And I've heard people say, I just hold my head down and I just do my work. You have voices. You deserve to speak. You deserve to have beliefs and principles that you live by, moral standards and character. Because that's how things change. When we deny those illusions, when we deny things or refuse to be something that we are not, that's when we stand firmer and upright in who we are. And so I ask you today, are you simply, and actually it's more stressful, are you just doing what you were told? Are you being who you are? This is Tamika Chambers. And I hope that what I really want to see is the full manifestation of spirits. Here to love, here to be free, here to present, to display the truth of who we are, here to fulfill our divine purpose. You are here for reasons. And I am about taking care of this vehicle that we have by nourishing it every day, mind, body, and spirit. And by being the best that we can, not just being the best that we can, but being who we are. I have a Facebook group, Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. Stop by, feel free to come in, share how you're fulfilling your divine purpose. We learn, we grow together because we are one. We are one of greater consciousness that created this world. Take care of yourself because there's only one you. And as I always say, make this lifetime great because you still can, no matter what happened to you. If you are here today, you have a message, you have a way to get that message out. And don't give up. Be here. Be here for you. Be here for the greatness within you.